Kenya has approximately 536 kilometers long coastline extending from the Kenya-Tanzania border in the south to the Kenya-Somalia border in the north. Along this coastline, mangrove forests are found in tidal estuaries, creeks and protected bays. Mangroves are evergreen, salt-tolerant trees and shrubs growing between low water tides or nip tides at about 1.4 meters and extreme high water tides or spring tides of about 4 meters above sea level on tropical shores.
Kenya, as a country, we have a coastline of 536 kilometers. That is from Vanga to the south near the Kenya-Tanzanian border to the north at the Kenya-Somalia border in Kiunga.
There are 72 mangrove species in the world. 9 species of these are found in the Western Indian Ocean region, and all of them are represented in Kenya. These include Soneratia alba, Lumnitzera racemosa, Heritiera litoralis, Xylocarpus granatum, Xylocarpus molecunsis, Rhizophora mucronata, Seriopstagal, Brugueira gymnohiza and Avicennia marina. In Kenya, mangroves cover approximately 60,645 hectares. They are under the management of the Kenya Forest Service and constitute about 8% of Kenya's forest resources.
As a service, we are actually encouraging participation of stakeholders in mangrove forest management, whereby we are working together with other government agencies like KEMFRI, that is Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute, Kenya Wildlife Services, and also we are working with the county government of Kwale and the respective county government within the areas whereby we have the mangrove forests, taking into consideration that KFS is a national forest conservation management entity under the national government. It is also imperative to note here that as a country we have a national mangrove ecosystem management plan, which was actually launched in the year 2016, covering the year 2017 to 2027. In this mangrove national ecosystem management plan, it is actually very articulate the role of mangroves forest ecosystem in the national development.
In the blue economy, mangroves play various roles like providing goods and services that are of ecological, economic and environmental importance. The mangrove trees provide a self-maintained buffer against storms and high winds, thus reducing coastal and riverine erosion, thus helping in shoreline stabilization due to the tangle of their root system. Mangroves also serve as important habitats and breeding grounds for fish and other fauna. This is in addition to the important role mangroves play in carbon sequestration.
Mangrove forests are very important. We say they provide 2 types of benefits to humanity and to the environment. We say they provide us with products. This includes poles, timber, hand, medicinal values, and also we say they provide us with some environmental services. And the area of environmental services of late is being seen as being very important. More so we can say we are rating it to be important than even the benefits which we get in terms of the tangible products like poles and timber. The environmental services like carbon sequestration, protection of the coastline from the strong sea waves, and also we are saying mangrove actually acts as a very important habitat for the fish, whereby they act as a breeding ground, and also we can say they act as a nursery for the young fish.
Biological carbon sequestration specialists have estimated that mangroves can stock up to 6 times more carbon per kilometer square per year than tropical land forests. In Kenya, mangrove forests have been found to have up to 700 tons per hectare of plant biomass, half of which is carbon. Mikoko Pamoja, a community organization in Kwale County, is the first community-based organization in the country that is selling carbon credits to international companies and earns over 1.5 million shillings per year, and have even won the International Equity Prize in New York in 2017 for their pioneering initiative.
Mikoko Pamoja is a community-led initiative found in Kwale County at Gazi Bay, and it is the first community-led initiative in the whole world to conserve mangroves through carbon crediting. The project involves 2 villages of Gazi Bay community and purely volunteering, and have come together in collaboration with other stakeholders such as Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute, Kenya Forest Services and other foreign stakeholders to protect 117 hectares of mangroves, as well as restoring 0.4 hectares per year. Through these project areas, we are accredited by Plan Vivo system and standards to sell 3,000 tons of carbon dioxide into the voluntary market. We earn a total of 1.5 million Kenyan shillings per year. Since its inception, this is the 5th year, and we have been able to invest these carbon incentives into community development project, protection of the mangroves, and restoring the degraded areas.
Kenya Forest Service has embraced participatory forest management as an approach towards achieving sustainable forest management and utilization of forests by improving livelihoods in rural areas. The service, together with the community forest associations, come up with management plans outlining activities which communities can undertake within the forest which do not compromise conservation. Ecotourism is one of the activities that these communities have come up with by developing boardwalks and restaurants in the mangrove forests. One such community is the Dabaso Creek Conservation Group, the Crab Shack restaurant in Gede, Kilifi County, and the restaurant is managed purely by members of the community.
The Dabaso Creek Conservation Group was started in 2000 with the aim of conserving the mangrove forest in Mida Creek. That is after having seen the destruction that was done by community members and other people who are not living adjacent to the forest. So the group's main agenda was to conserve and restore the mangrove forest. In the long run, we encountered a lot of challenges, financial-wise. So we had to come and sit and think of alternative income generating activities that would support us do the conservation work. We had to meet with Kenya Forest Services and KWS. So they advised us, on how to do the conservation work and also start some livelihood activities.
This community project came about through the community association. The community association did a management plan, and part of their activities which they were supposed to do in their management plan, or part of their user rights, was to come up with projects which will enhance conservation in even mangroves.
Up to now, I would say it's been a successful restaurant, and most of the things that we are serving here are sourced locally. Like the crab fatting that we do, we normally send fishermen from the locals around here. They go fishing. When they bring them here, we do sorting. So the very little crabs, we normally put them in the cages, we feed them for fattening. The ones that are already big for the market, we serve them. And in case we have a lot of stock, we do sell them outside. We do use a lot of vegetables here that we source from the women at the market around the village, coconuts and other things. And most of the group members, I think, are working here, and also other youth from the community are working here. This restaurant up to now has employed about 30 people, members and non-members, because the Dabaso Creek Conservation Group has a membership of around 47 people. And the ones that are working from the membership are 13. The rest are from the community around here. So I think it's helped us a lot. And up to now, we've had good relation with stakeholders, the hotels. Hotels do support us a lot because what they see here is a community managed project. So they always want to see communities who can stand and help themselves. They do help us a lot also during planting because they asked us if we have any activity that we want to do. It's planting, it's awareness, we invite them. So whenever they're free or they have someone or they can donate, they normally donate and they help us do that mangrove planting. We've now linked with, let's say, this local tourism or domestic tourism. We've had people coming from Nairobi, school students, they come down here. We've been getting people as far as from Mombasa or Kilifi, they're booking to come here. So it doesn't matter, it's low season or high season. Even though the number will go down during low season, but we don't stop getting people. So we are always working here. And for this restaurant to be here, it's us to continue the conservation work. So being here has helped us a lot because we are working here, we are getting an income, and also we have the time because you are here and you are always seeing. So whenever something bad is happening to the forest, you are already there. So if it's planting, you are already there. If we're creating awareness, it's already there. So it has helped a lot.
Mangroves also have high diversity of fauna within them. This mainly due to the ample food resources and a wide range of microhabitats in the system, such as soil surface, permanent and temporary tidal pools, tree roots, trunks and canopies. The principal groups of fish and crustacean associated with mangroves of Kenya are snappers, groupers, rabbitfish, grunt, milkfish, mullet, pteropons, carangids, shrimps, crabs and oysters. The communities have engaged themselves in farming of these animals, which they later sell to either hotels or at the local marketplace.
Jina yetu ya kikundi inaitwa Magangana Aquaculture Project. Tunafuga samaki na nyuki. Na tuko na wanachama 35, wakina mama 10 na wakina baba 20. Mradi huu wa samaki tulianza toka mwaka juzi. Inatusaidia kuhusu kujikimu mahitaji yetu madogo madogo na hata linda hata jamii na hata kusomesha watoto wetu. Huu mradi wa nyuki tulianza tu mwaka huu. Kama mwezi wa 5 ndo tulianza kupewa hiyo mizinga. Ikawa na changamoto kidogo, lakini sasa hii ndo tunaendelea. Tuone kama manufaa yake tutapata kuvuna asali ya kiasi gani ili tuweze kuhitimu mahitaji yetu pia. Pia hiyo ni hao wanachama wa Magangani wa culture ndio wako kwa hii mradi ya nyuki pia. Kwa hivyo ni member 35, wamama 10 na kina baba 20.
We have various organizations that are working together with KFS in educating the communities on the importance of utilizing natural resources so that they can gain their economic benefits.
Kwetu as an organization was started in 1997 and registered as an NGO with objectives of empowering coastal communities on how to utilize natural resources so that they can also gain their economic benefits. Kwetu, in collaboration with the international partners, including UNDP and also Food and Agriculture Organization, have taken up initiatives that are geared towards using water resources sustainably. In 2015, a collaboration of Kwetu and also Food and Agriculture Organization saw the launch of Blue Growth Initiative, an initiative that is geared towards conserving the marine ecosystem through offering alternative livelihoods to communities. We are looking at positive trends and collaboration with universities whereby research is being carried out, engaging students, carrying out research and replicating the results of this research that are applied by communities to enhance their livelihoods and also increase in terms of income generation. Example of these initiatives is an ongoing research project whereby Kwetu, in collaboration with Egerton University and Nairobi University, and also Kenya Marine Research Institution are taking up the initiative of providing local communities who are undertaking fish farming with alternative local solution to fish feeds, instead of relying on imported or feeds from outside. They can make their feeds by growing polychaete worms from the ocean that are being used by fishermen, and also by growing that, they can use the same polychaete worms as baits for fisher community, and as such sustain the environment of mangroves.
The existing mangrove resource faces pressure mostly from downstream effects due to mismanaged watersheds enhancing erosion, variation in water quality and quantity caused by inland waterworks and dam constructions, and pollution coming from inland through rivers and runoffs. The close linkage between mangroves and upriver watersheds means that activities even 100 kilometers upstream can affect the mangrove ecosystem. The development of infrastructure needs to take into consideration the sensitivity of mangroves, canals, diking, and long-term flooding with fresh or salt water. Fertilizing products and agrochemicals in runoff waters affects the mangroves as they change the water quality. Mangroves are the confluence of the green and the blue economy. They are an integral and important part of the blue economy, playing a role in enhancing the productivity of the blue economy. Investment in the management and conservation of mangroves is necessary for the blue economy, and the Kenya Forest Service will continue working together with its various stakeholders in conserving mangroves in Kenya.